Hello everyone, welcome to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo. Say hello, Gnarlo. Good boy. He's here. We left off at the Winter Festival. It's going on for another month. You've got until January 30th. We're going to explore just a couple of things we didn't catch last time. One of the things would be Gareth over here. Gareth Rush. He's the one that gave us such a friendly greeting when we saw him last time. Let's see what he has to say this time.
I'd like to take a moment of your time.
Back again. Maybe I spoke unjustly the first time we met. Mayor Goodenough's wish to please folk like you is the reason folk like me go hungry this winter. But you don't seem like a bad sort, despite the mayor seeming to like you. If you want to earn yet more favor with me and my fellows here, you surely won't object to playing a little prank on the mayor for the sport of the real townsfolk. The mayor has some fireworks stored near the festival area, and he's intent on saving them for just the right moment. If you set them off where they are, you'll ruin the show, at least for him. While the patrons are distracted, you should pinch frostbuff coins from their pockets. I think I can think of better uses for those coins. So, just the right quest for a burglar. We're going to go set off the fireworks and steal some coins, pickpocket some coins. Alright, nothing in there we want to do right now. So let's head on over here. We're going to go back to the main festival area, where all the patrons and all are. And you'll notice right over here is a stash of fireworks. So let's go over. You right click on it and you set the fireworks off. And as they start exploding, you'll notice all the patrons have rings over their heads now, so you can come up here to them and start picking their pockets. Same thing, you come up to them and just right click on them. And it truly doesn't matter whether you click on the front, click on the back, as long as they've got a ring over their head, you can do it. See, you don't even have to face them. You do have a time limit. There's a little over a minute, about a minute and a half to do it in, but that's way more than enough time. You have to pick all 8 of their pockets. We're almost done here. And in a second, they'll actually go back to dancing again. But don't worry about it. Even the watcher goes by. He's not even interested in you picking their pockets. So, it's a nice little quest. It could have been done better, I think. And as soon as you get the last one, the timer stops, and then you can get it back. I think it could have been done a little better if you had to watch out for the watcher. You know, make sure he didn't spot you, that sort of thing. Maybe had to come around from behind the patrons and do it. But, there you go. And let's go back to Mr. Gareth. Hand the coins and all in to him.
What can I do for you?
That was quite a display, Gnarlo, and judging from how close they were, I'll warrant you sent the mayor into a fit and disrupted things rather nicely. Well done, well done. Here, you should keep half of what you managed to collect. These coins here will be enough to spread out among my friends so they won't go hungry tonight. So he gives you 4 Frostbluff coins. And that's another daily, just like all the rest, that you can do, come back and do every single day as we go along. Alright. So we've gotten almost all the quests here in town now. I think we will head over here to the theater. We're going to go talk to the lady outside the Globe and hear what she has to say. The Frostbluff Theater.
Stay and have some tea.
Hello there, you're in Frostbuff for the Yule Festival, aren't you? That's splendid. This is my first visit to Winterholme. Quaint little village, isn't it? I work for Mr. Shakesburrow. He's the owner of the Green Lily Inn, you know. He's also the director of the Globe. What is the Globe? Of course, I can't be forgetting my manners, expecting everyone to know everything. The Globe is the Green Lily Orators, Bards, and Entertainers. Mr. Shakesburrow put together an acting company to amuse his customers, and people liked it so much he's taken it on the road. Mr. Shakesburrow has asked me to find folks willing to review the show. There are 2 Shire critics who've come along with us, but they've been, well, you'll see for yourself. We've got a special showing of an Ode to Old Bloodtusk scheduled for this evening. You won't want to miss it. An Ode to Old Bloodtusk. Bloodtusk was a boar who originally appeared in the Archit instance over there, in the tutorial instance of Archit, for the men and hobbits, and got taken out whenever they revamped the instance and everything, and he is greatly missed. We all miss old Bloodtusk. He was a tough little character for a beginner to for a beginning character have taken on. I'm going to turn my light on. Over here you'll see Hobbit concessions. And what we're going to do is we need to buy... Hello. There we go. We need to browse the shop.
Good day.
And what you can buy here are Frostbluff flower petals and Frostbluff rotten fruit. And it's a pretty good idea to buy about 10 of each. They're not expensive. 10 of each cost you less than a silver. But they'll be nice for whenever you go down here and you do the show. So we're going to hold off. The show is kind of in the middle of it right now. So we'll wait till the next one starts, and then we'll go down there and we'll see what we can see. Alrighty folks, and here we are inside the Frostbluff Theater. We're going to go down here and find ourselves a place to watch the show from. Quite a turnout tonight. You'll notice right up here, there's the two critics from the Shire, Statdor Proudfoot and Waldo Tunnelly. Statdor and Waldo. That's, if you're of a very certain age group, that should bring to mind a certain couple of Muppets, as it were. Alright. We've got our rotten fruit here. The next show will begin in 3 minutes. Mayor Winston Goodenough would like to remind you that the throwing of rotten fruit is strictly prohibited. I've got several things here I need to clean out. Alright. You want to make sure that you have your fruit and your flowers right up here where you can get to them. Or you can put them on your bar down here as well, but I like having them up top where I can easily click on them. I'm going to scroll out so I can get a good view of the stage. The next show will begin in 2 minutes. Alrighty. Now both of these items are going to be used in the show here. And what you're going to do is whenever the people give a good performance, it'll tell you to throw flowers. You're going to click on the performer, and then you'll right click on the flower petals. And if it's a bad performance, you'll click on the performer and get them targeted, and then right click on the fruit, so you'll throw the rotten fruit at them. Along with this, they pick 3 people out of the, I guess, zone here. As they say, they have problems with their performers, so they pick 3 people out of the audience here to stand on stage. And basically, once you get up there, you're given cues throughout the performance as to what, you know, you're to move stage left, move stage right, perform a happy emote, perform a bad emote, that kind of thing. I've never been chosen to be up on stage. Dwyndon has. In fact, he's done this instance here enough times that he has pretty much all the, as you see Star of the Show. That's one of the titles you can get. If you get to be, I think it's Frodo, perhaps. there's several parts. If you're the protagonist, you get to be the star of the show title. And I think there's... Whoops, and I've been chosen to be backstage. Uh-oh. Let's talk to the stage manager. What do you need to know? How do I act?
How do you do?
It's quite simple. Use your emotions and act out what you feel. Target the audience, wait for your turn. Once it's your turn to act, perform a emote. Alrighty. And then, what emotes can I perform?
Day, isn't it?
Just follow their lead. Alright. When should I act?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Don't worry, I've made sure you receive proper stage hints. Okay, so you get a billboard saying when it's your turn to act. And what part am I playing?
How do you do?
Playing the part of the protagonist. Okay, if you need advice, speak with the other actors in their dressing rooms. Okay. There's the protagonist. Do you have any advice for me? You're the one they picked to replace me. Frankly, I'm embarrassed for Bill already. It takes a real star to be the protagonist. Memorize all your lines, even the long ones. Don't fidget, sneeze, or cough. Make sure you're always acting heroic. Audience wants you to come on top. Good luck. You'll need it to fill my shoes. Oh, sweet.
Who
are you? It's a silly question. The protagonist, of course. Play all the roles until my incident. All right, what happened to you?
Isn't it?
If you must know, I had an incident with that addle-brained extra just before the show. I've been told I need to take a holiday. Can you imagine? I'll be giving Bill a piece of my mind as soon as the show's over. All right. 1 minute till showtime. Oh, dear. I guess there's that addle-minded stagehand, I suppose. And we don't get to talk to any of the others, so we just hang out here until it is time for us to go on stage. That's the lighting director. How will I ever get these realigned? Costume designer, the writer, the conductor. Alright, so I'm the protagonist. And when you're on stage, you can still throw flowers and fruit at the other people as well. So it's not going to take away your opportunity to get the parts. So, but yeah, I've never been called up on stage before, so I've never been back here. And here we go. Select the audience. Alright, I have selected the audience. The curious disappearance of Mad Baggins. Not so very long ago, in the sleepy town of Hobbiton, the notable Mr. Bilbo Baggins was preparing his birthday celebration. I am so excited for Mr. Bilbo's party. I've heard he will spare no expense. Every guest will receive a sack of gold and jewels from his hidden fortune. Why, the postman has just delivered your invitation. And he did a poor performance, so they're telling him to throw fruit. He'll be... Alright. I'm going to just leave the audience chosen, rather than try and target the actors. So that I don't have to re-choose them during this. And I'll also wait till the next time I'm in the audience to read the actual play to you as it goes. See the guy in the audience there just threw flowers. Go ahead and ditch that. Oh, Frodo says, "Come stand next to me." Select the audience and perform an emote. And they hate me. Oh, as they pound me with fruit. And you'll see the play continues just like this. It gives us little directions here, where to move and all, and it'll show up in blue when it wants us to do an emote, and we have to choose what's appropriate. Like, I should probably have waved just then. Now they're hitting her with the fruit. Another bad performance. So I can't say much for the audience getting their money's worth, but I'm sure the fruit seller back there is going to make a killing at this performance the way we're going. And now he's done a bad performance. And it continues like this. As you see, it gives us the little stage directions telling us what we're supposed to do. And if we either purposely or accidentally choose a bad emote to do that doesn't fit with what we got on going on, alright, come stand next to Frodo. Turn. Alright, let's cheer. Hey, and they like it. So they get to throw flower petals at me. Let's pick. Run stage right. And I guess that was the fireworks getting rid of me. As the protagonist, I must have been Mad Baggins. It's nice to know that the name of Gnarlo will go down in such good company as Martin Freeman, Ian Holm, and Orson Bean, and the evil dwarf and Gandalf take over Bag End, having gotten rid of me with the fireworks. And the tale comes to an end. Cool. So now I've been given the title Protagonist. Very cool. And I've gotten 5 turbine points for it. So you see, you get the Protagonist for having been the protagonist in the play there. Alright, very cool. Then it throws you back out here again. So after that, once you've either been in the play or you've been in the audience and having watched it, you come back out, you talk to the lady out here in front of the theater again. As soon as I can get my mouse to work and zoom in. How can I be of service? You saw one of our performances. What did you think of an Ode to Ode Blood Tusk? Oh, I see. Yes, some of the actors have been having difficulties. Perhaps you would come back tomorrow. I'm sure they'll be back on schedule by then. And there we go. We completed it, and we got our 4 Frostbuff coins. So, I believe you can do the theater quest. Yeah, so you can do the theater quest as often as you like, I believe. I don't think you have to wait for every day. And once you get the... once you actually get it, you can go inside and you can spend all day in there throwing flower petals and throwing rotten fruit at the actors. So There you go. That's the Frostbuff Theater. I'll definitely try and get one up. I read the thing talking about the coins. People firing off the fireworks again. We'll definitely try and catch a performance from the audience so that y'all can actually see the play. It's quite an interesting little story of how Gandalf and the evil dwarfs got rid of Mad Baggins so that they could take over the place for themselves. And there you go. Next time we will head down. Like I said, I'll show you a performance from the audience. We'll also go down the hill to where the snowball fight is and take place in it. And then at that point, I think you will have seen the majority of everything that happens here in Winterhome. So, once again, thanks for watching. It is so hard to be a performer. And we'll catch you next time.